Hello guys, welcome to today's market analysis. So it turned out how we expected it to like yesterday, like how we kind of predicted yesterday. So if you look at what has happened yesterday, I forgot to mention that it's a bullish harami. I did not see that pattern. I felt it was more like a doji and an inside candle. But nevertheless, what told was that if it breaks on either one side, we'll see nice momentum. And that's what happened. I think we clocked in a solid 0.6% today. So I think we opened with a slight gap up, and throughout the day we were up. Like we sustained that gap up is what I assume. Yeah, we sustained that gap up. So that's nice. So if you see this particular candle, I would say it's more like a morning star. Can also be viewed as a bullish harami. Right. What morning star says is there is one nice downtrend, right, and there is one doji, and then there is one big green candle, which shows that the buyers are in control now, which is also kind of what the intuition of bullish harami also says, and this is a confirmation of bullish harami. So chart wise, we are freaking positive, right? There is no two things about it. Chart wise, you're positive. Open interest, guys. Please go to my yesterday's video and tell me if tell me if I'm not said this, okay? 18,700, I told key these shots, these option sellers will summa sell calls and puts whenever the market moves and all of that. And then sometimes when they go wrong, right, they will cover up the shots. This will increase the rally. And that's what happened today. Like the 18,700 people know that they are wrong. So they had to cover up all the shots, which kind of drove the Nifty higher. And that's what I said yesterday. The option chain right now, which was looking bearish 2 3 days ago, right now looks more bullish. Like 18,700 was the resistance according to yesterday's options chain. If you look at it, right, 18,700 was yesterday's resistance, and today now the option chain shows that it's a support, right? So that shows bullishness, and in the future, OI volume is almost same. So I cannot say anything that much, right? But if you compare it to 2 days, the volumes have decreased and the price has risen up. So it's more like short. There, people are covering up the shorts. We have still not seen the buildup of longs. And FIIs, yes, they were bearish, but we said we should not exactly follow them. We should also look at other data points. And I'm glad that turned out well. And today they have changed the stance from having a 1:2 ratio. Today they're back to 1:1 ratio with more calls than puts, right? There are more greens and reds. So bullish, bullish, bullish. 1,600 guys, they started buying again. Yesterday I was cribbing key. They started selling and all. Today they bought back. And DI sold for a small amount. FI, they are fully, they bought the index futures also positive. Back in the positive region of 4.3K. Everything said and done, it looks amazing as of now, right? It looks pretty good. FIs are bullish. Chart shows bullishness. Option chain shows bullishness. But that's the problem. You should not, just because everything points at the same thing, that's probably because the move has already happened. So if you had listened to yesterday's market analysis, we took this trade yesterday as an experiment, right? And that has pretty much worked well because you have made almost your 1% on that particular trade. Almost 1% you made in like single day. So that's pretty good. So today ka trade, what I would say is if there is like I would want a better place to buy this, right? As in now the momentum has already happened. So I want a good entry position. Like now that we have the momentum, people are already bought in the longs. People like me who have original positions, plus social positions and all of that. We already caught the long, right? Now we might see a small dip and all of that. So for people looking at today's video, I would say go with half your capital. Buy in case, just in case you get some chance where you have a drawdown, as in where there's a dip in Nifty, suppose Nifty goes up and we get a small dip like this. I really like this region of 18,600 because it's a very good support, but I'm not sure we'll get a chance at 18,600. You guys will get a chance at 18,600. So any dip in intraday can be bought. For educational sake, let's create another trade, which is for today's this thing. So 13th June. So I will go for a aggressive strategy with very limited capital so that we don't lose much because the momentum dies. So what I'll be doing is I'll be doing a bull call spread. I'm usually a seller, but for people looking at today's show, so it's like you buy the call, right? And if you buy the call, the max loss is just 2000, but okay. And then you sell a particular higher up call. Max loss is still the same. So we're not exactly optimizing. Yeah, we are kind of optimizing here. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I really like this trade. Gives me, I'm just gonna trade with just one lot, which is 20,000 rupees, because I'm kind of scared the momentum might go. And if we lose, we just lose like 1,000 rupees, which is 1% of our capital, which is not much of a loss. And if we gain 1.5% of our capital. Why do I want to be so aggressive? Let me. This seems like the best. Equals 600. Wait, 1 second. Wait, what just happened? I thought I saw 1,000 rupees ka figure. Let me do it again. So you buy the current call, you go far back up and you sell this thing. Now the closer you sell to, the loss gets limited. Loss is 1,500. Here losses. Yeah, this is what I did. So you buy a ATM and then you short a slightly OTM ka call. This is what happens. So we'll just take this for education purposes and see how it goes. This would be my trade. Uh, by the way, my positions are doing pretty well. So these are my current positions. I think I'll clock my 1% for the week. Apart from that, the global markets, by the Japan index has hit its all-time high. Everyone is almost trading flat to a bit bullish bias, almost flat to the bullish bias. That's good. So I don't see any reason to short here, but I would say wait for a good dip to buy it. For the educational purposes, I did this just in case someone doesn't have the time. They can just take this trade in case they want to as an educational learning purpose. That's it. I'm not a SEBI research analyst, so all these are for educational purposes. Take care of your capital. Make sure your risks are always limited so that even if you go wrong, you don't go wrong a lot. So thank you and have a nice night.